X marks the spot, like next to Malcolm. I miss that old one, but he's come back reincarnated in a young version, laying down flows like rugs laid down by Persians.
Oh wait, the actress for here?
Rugs laid down by Persians. This man steps into a movie, it's something like an erosion. I mean, I'm just trying to build that water, to build that mortgage for my mom. You feel me?
Alright, let's go meet this young man.
1,000 lives ago, we were young and we didn't know we were trading our crowns for our souls.
Faith. She's just doing her thing back there.
Cool, yeah, so how do you imagine the day going, or is it just like really?
Yeah, we're kind of just like winging it. She told me, obviously I've read, so I know, but kind of shed some light on that and inform people about the young activists making a difference out there and stuff like that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Made the sacrifice, headed back to the light, but be careful, don't drown in the cold.
Prison industrial complex works, mass incarceration, and trying to end that, and how do we, and then also like police violence, what's happening with Eric Garner, and all the shit that's happening in America.
What's your role in this? Like who puts this in?
There are certain facilitators that are here. I'm the co-chair of the organization. I'm the chapter lead. My other co-chair is but it's more of a group-centered leadership organization. So you know, it's not about having one charismatic black man in the front. It's about everybody. And so it's like 10 people here who are part of leadership, and then these are for perspective.
What side are you on, my people? What side are you on? We on the freedom side.
Makes you happy, Julz. Showing people a good time. You can't copy my answer.
It's what makes me happy.
Anything else?
Why I do what I do. The sun. The sun makes me happy. Squad.
With the gloves. Sharing the gloves.
Splitting gloves out here. Beautiful day. Beautiful weather. Bridging the gap between cool and conscious. I need to take a picture.
It's a battery for yourself.
About to get. We need to throw a party in the park. Yo, this could go right there. That's the DJ platform. There could be a crowd right there, and this could be the recreation vibe in the back.
Yo, swing.
Hey, can someone like swing you? Me? Like, I don't know what this. Yeah. Yo, this is mad.
Yeah, that's no.
Oh, hey kids. This has to be the coolest playground like in America. Like, this is fun for adults. This is Norma. We're here right now outside the aquarium because the line is extremely long. We're not really going to be doing all that. However, this skyline is incredible. This city is way more beautiful than I expected it to be. People said Chicago was great for its food and its art and its cool eclectic mix of people, but they didn't really mention that it was gorgeous.
My love, yeah, has come along. My hungry days are over. Oh yeah.
So on Valentine's Day, did you get your girl at the time anything or just her? So what did your girl say?
He told his girl that his parents didn't, like, they weren't out on a date, so he didn't have a car.
Oh, wait.
I was slipping in Jersey.
And he was slipping actually in my house. Eating ribs at that. Eating ribs and french fries.
So when did you finally break the news to your friend that you guys were dating on the low?
He broke up with her.
On Valentine's Day?
He broke up with her when I was with her, hanging out with her.
Oh my God.
He sent her an email? He sent her an email. She started crying and she's like, why an email? Joe broke up with me. And I was like, what? And then he texted me while she's crying to me, like, meet me down the block at the train station. We're gonna go out on a date.
And this was when she was crying to you, like, yo, he broke up with me. That's so slimy.
And I was like,
9 years later, though.
Yeah, you know, this the shit you see on the news every night. 9-year-old gets shot.
First, the shocking new developments in the shooting of a 9-year-old Chicago boy, the youngest victim of gun violence this year.
First, I'm a star with my nigga Al Mac, the first real nigga I lost.
That's why I asked you, where are we going? You know, do you have a specific place? Because, you know, we could go in certain neighborhoods and motherfuckers just start shooting at the van to shoot at it. And you know, it'd be people in here that has nothing to do with gang violence or nothing. So that's why I asked you, because they may see it as a, you know, I mean, that's just how it is.
Niggas dying, like life really going full circle.
Like I say, if y'all want to get real gritty, we can take you gritty. We can take you to the trap houses and, you know, to see the kids on the actual block right now. It's cold as hell, and there's kids out on the block, and they definitely probably got guns and shit on them.
How old are these kids?
14 to whatever, 20-something.
Cool niggas die too. It could happen to me, it could happen to you.
Like, we got a scene here, we got like drill music. And our drill music, like, you know, they're not going in against the cheap keeps and nothing like that. But we have music that constantly says shit like, you know, shoot a motherfucking bitch, you know. So when you got dudes who listen to this shit and they, you know, they admire people talking about robbing motherfuckers all day, hitting licks, you know, doing crazy shit, shooting motherfuckers for nothing.
But
there's people who are very impressionable who really believe this is the lifestyle. What are my son's chances of surviving in Chicago? And I ain't even really talking about physically, like, you know, surviving, like not getting shot and shit. But what's his chances of mentally surviving this shit right now? You know?
It could happen to me, it could happen to you.
There's a force in the city of Chicago. She moves through her beloved Roseland neighborhood in search of young people who've gone down the wrong path. When she finds them, she takes them by the hand, and with the roar of a lioness, she says, I will not give up on you. Diane Latiker is the mother of 8, grandmother of 13, and the pride keeper of kids off the block.
Explosion of violence on the streets of Chicago. Dozens of people have been shot, many of them killed, and all in just a matter of hours.
I was in Home Depot and I saw these stones and they reminded me of little headstones. So I bought 30 of them. Blair was the first one to go up. And I wanted to do it to shock my community.
The memorial is a tribute to young people killed by violence from 24 years down. But those stones over there they don't say whether you're a man or not, do they? What makes you a man? They don't have a clue because they haven't had a chance to be a kid.
I put it here for a reaction, and it has gotten a lot of reaction. It's been featured all over the world. But has it had the reaction that I want? I've seen gangbangers come here and get jobs. I've seen them get jobs, go back to school because of so many of their friends up there. But has it had the impact that I wanted to have? No. And the reason being is because still, once they even leave here, they still got to do what they got to do. That's the way they feel.
The community knows, obviously, that these things are going on within the neighborhood, right? But the media is not reporting them. That's what you're saying? Or if it's not something like Hadia.
You never get used to hearing a mother's moans and cries when she loses a child. Hadiya Pendleton was killed this afternoon, gunned down in a park near her high school on Chicago's South Side.
If it's not Blair, Hadia, those names, then most of the young people don't get reported like that.
Okay, because obviously putting businesses here and putting money back into the community is something that's going to take it's going to happen over a span of time, right? So what do you think is like the quickest way to promote some kind of change, like where people will be like, oh, okay, this is going on, and then maybe businesses and others will have that like attention on the community and come here? Do you think it's like maybe celebrities or artists that are coming from this area
been trying to do that, they won't come here.
And
I tried that.
You've reached out to
they don't, and I also am executive director to Julz Dreammakers Charity. So, you know, with, you know, her connection and a lot of the other people that do want to come here, when they get ready to come, they turn on the news and they see 35 people shot.
So they won't even come look at it?
No, I've met a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, that is so, you show them on your phone, oh my God, that is so terrible. But it's just a fear of being shot.
The ones that we're all talking about that are here hopeless, that are doing crazy stuff, and if you sit and you really listen to them, they'll tell you that, because they done knocked on the doors, they done been thrown out of houses, you know, they can't go back home, they're scared to go back home, whatever, they're doing whatever they have to do to be out here. But then you tell them, go back to school, go to McDonald's and work, and maybe 10 years you'll be somebody. Well, it's not going to happen, and I know that, I'm not going to tell you here. But it's crazy that you go from the White House to the mayor's office to Springfield, and nobody cares about that young person who is doing the shooting.
It's even, I counsel a lot of the parents. Now Marshawn Taylor, right here, I work with his mom, Ariel McKinley. He was actually killed the day before school started.
What could somebody like me, who is willing to come up here and talk to people or whatever, like what could I do? What is like a step that I could take to help?
Well, basically, help us. One, I would say we got to continue to raise the right awareness. The right awareness, because people don't understand that, yes, we have a problem in Chicago, but it is organizations and people actually working.
A lot of
so you don't have to come here trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, oh, let me go get an apartment building and start a Boys and Girls Club, when you already have tons of Boys and Girls Club. Just go volunteer. Bring your resources that you have and say, listen, this is a great organization that's doing something.
Cool niggas die too. Yeah, nigga, it's true. Cool niggas die too. It could happen to me, it could happen to you. But yeah, it's true.